I don't know why I started that and took a sip immediately. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Classroom Setup Day 3. I'm actually going to pause right here and insert the footage I have from Day 2. I only got like 10 minutes of footage on Day 2, and then which was at this point a week ago, almost a week and a half ago. And then I didn't do like anything for the rest of that week after Tuesday. And on Monday, this past Monday, Monday the 7th, because today is the 9th, I had BT2 training, or Beginning Teacher Year 2 training. So, been busy. Today is not Tuesday. Yesterday, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna chill, do some stuff. I got a big influx of information yesterday. So I was like, okay, well, and now I'm here today. And I've already seen my boss, and she's like, you've been here a lot. I'm like, I've been here 4 times. One to the stair, one with my grandma, the other one with my grandma, and today. Today is the 4th time. So, like, as compared to last year, I only came 4 days, but I had training this whole week because I was a new teacher, beginning teacher. But, yeah, so I'm going to insert the footage from last week, and then we'll get talking because I got some stuff to say. Good morning, guys, and welcome to Classroom Setup Day 2. So, I'm getting ready to head out to the school. It is like 8:55. So, a later start. Yesterday I left at like 8:45. I'm only 20 minutes away from my school, even though I live out in the country. We don't have much left to do today. And especially because I'm not really doing a lot of the other parts of setup. Like, I'm not setting up my room completely. So I'm pretty much just going to be like, okay, finishing my outside bulletin board. That's really the only thing I think I have to do. I might pull some stuff out of the closet. There is one box in the closet that I want to get down to go through, for the sake of like getting all of my math stuff and curriculum ready. Because next week, starting the 7th, I have my first training. That's all day. The 9th, I have a training I think is all day. So, with that being said, I want to definitely pull that box down because it's heavy. It's heavy. And I'd rather pull it down with my grandma and make all the noise in the world when no one's at the school than pull it down when when everybody's at the school. So, let me get going. I'm still tired. A full day of classroom setup is no joke. So I'm very happy to be in like the one full day, maybe another half day. And then this won't be the end. Obviously, I'm going to do like my desk setup, my library, because I have to redo that. My desk, my library. My manipulatives for the kid, like for open house stuff, all that stuff. So there's more videos to come. But as for setup, this might be the last video for at least for a week. Okay, the sun's coming out. Let's go. And we're back, boys and girls. Nothing fell. Looking good, looking snazzy. I'm still okay with the setup, and the air is bumping. Good. So, I'm back in the classroom, looking around. I really like where it's at. Last night I was thinking about the fact that my principal, she told me that currently we're still missing a teacher. She has 1 more teacher to hire, and it's teacher shortage. So if that's the case, we'll probably have bigger class sizes. Right now I have 15 on my roster as opposed to 20, but that's one class they would have to break up. And I was thinking, I was like, okay, I would need more desks if the number goes up to 20, but no, I have 20 seats in here. Everybody would have somebody next to them, but I have 20 seats in here, so I might need more if that's the case. But and she might just bring in 2 extra tables, which I have room for over here, which is nice to already have room. But even just sitting here, like in my desk area, which bring y'all down a little bit, like you can't really see. I like that I'm not, like last year I had stuff surrounding me on all sides. I definitely like having this desk here because kids can come here and talk to me, or come to this, and like hopefully this year I'll be better without them, about them not like coming into my space. I'm like, hey, no, this is the line. You know, when I'm doing something, this is the line, or when I'm like that, okay? So, yeah. Other than that, there's really not much to do today. I found these when I was cleaning out the classroom because the theme is trains, and I'm gonna put their, I don't know, I was gonna put their name and their login information up here, but then part of me was going to put, I have these giant like whiteboard type like sheets of paper. They just look like a giant sheet of paper, but it's dry erase. Maybe I was gonna put that over there on that wall on this side of the window, and have it permanently because, yeah. But each kid will still need their ID number and their birthday on there. My kids are still a little young to even get that right and to type it in. And now in the county, when I was in school, there were only 7 numbers in our lunch number and their ID number. Now it's like I have a kid who had 14 last year, so I'm like, what in the world? But yeah. I like that it's simple only because I know it'll get busy. Which is my grandma. She's like, no, you need more. I'm like, yeah, no. I like that it's like this now because, like I said, it will get very packed with anchor charts or projects or books, and you know the kids bring stuff and their vibes with it to fill up the room. Right now, it's just me and her, and so yeah, I do have a lot of stuff I need to print, but I honestly don't think I'll be doing that until a little later. Like, I'm not unpacking the room, if that's the case. Like, this is classroom setup. Classroom unpacking is different. However, with that being said, because school supplies at Staples are going on sale, I think I'll be pulling out some of the kids' materials. I've got to figure out, and if anybody has an idea, I need two pieces of help. Something for up here. Now I'm thinking I'm going to put like login information right there, and on the other side put my voice levels or whatever. But part of me is like, maybe I should keep voice levels like right. I don't want to show the school stuff right there. Like right in front of me, then I could just stand up and tap or whatever. If that's the case, I want something for right here. Last year this was my library area, so I had the picture that's currently under the smartboard and Once Upon a Time. But I don't know what to put there. So let me know. And that vent, like all that kind of needs to be accessible. Phone's ringing. So that was my principal. She just told me, which kind of messes up stuff, but also doesn't. I don't know. I have to see. That I have, the carpet that was in my room, I have to keep. And I'm like, but I told you I got a rug. Which, no harm done necessarily. I can find a place for my carpet. They said they won't vacuum the personal carpets. I'm like, well, I'll vacuum the personal carpets. I have a little vacuum that when I was in the dorm. So if that's the case, I'll probably just, that carpet that I had, I'll probably put, actually I'm here early. I can look through the carpets. So I'm going to look through the rugs, pick one out, put it here with the smiley faces. As for my smiley face rug and my blue rug, I don't know. I was like, I might keep both. She said they won't vacuum it. I'm like, well, then I don't want it. So I got to figure that out this morning. But other than that, I'm literally chilling here. Thankfully, there's some different carpets to pick from. I won't pick from my coworker who's, you know, that's her room. That's her carpet. She's staying here. But I can pick from the other 2 rooms. So 3 carpets to pick from. So yay. Yeah. That sucks. But also, if anybody from the school board is like, Y'all pick the ugliest rugs. They have cuter, cheaper rugs for, like, come on, this is just icing. And now I have this beautiful, ugly carpet. Look. Look at that, some stuff. Okay, so I pulled the books down. Rug. Getting this ready. Anyway, math, science. Yeah. Okay, so I got me a chair. You've seen on my Instagram, I got a chair. It's like the Amazon Basics chair. Oh, well, nothing keeps falling, but I'm gonna put that together and talk a little bit because this is not what I need first. I've got a lot to say and a lot on my mind. And my boss might call me because she knows there are a couple of us in the building, but she probably won't, but she might. We did talk this morning already, so. It shouldn't be too hard to put together. I watched the video. But I was like, I wasn't going to put it together at the house and then try and transport it. It was just easier in 2 pieces. Which it's not in 2 pieces. I have a box in the purse. Okay, I got it. So, y'all. I wanted to make a whole separate video, but I was like, let me stay true to the classroom series stuff. For the people who are just subscribed for that or just watching for that. Also, thank you for 50 subscribers. That's cool. Like, not big shot, but big shot enough for me. That hurts, good lord. So, long story short, I am struggling. I think I'm struggling as a human and just teaching and is happening right now at the same time as I'm struggling. But your girl is struggling like a lot. And, oh, I should probably, I got the rug right there. The floor's clean anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But. So, at the BT2 meeting, or training the other day, it was just like, it was nice seeing all these teachers. It was also like, understandable seeing less teachers there than before. Because, you know, people realize it's not their thing. Some of them left in the school year. Some of them aren't coming back. Some of them are going to school, like, to get their masters and everything. And so, you know, it was less people, but still the same amount of people. I saw some of my coworkers earlier that are in their year 2. We chit-chatted for a bit. But, like, getting back into the flow and hearing all those trigger words for PDs, it's just like, I don't want to hear this. I truly don't. So, cleaning. Can I get to the part where we put it together, please? Are you going to make me go watch the YouTube video and I can't talk? No, there we go. So, I'm struggling. Next week starts in-service. So, for all those people who don't know, right now, setting up this classroom, currently not getting paid for this. Some teachers have a problem with that, and they are like truly not going to come to set up the classroom without getting paid mentally because I'm struggling and I need to get like in the zone. I don't mind coming. I truly don't. Plus, I'm not one to, I really don't like to be rushed. I like to do things on my own time. So when I want to be early, I'm going to be early. I was born a month early. When I want to be late, something, I probably won't be late, but I'll be late. Be fashionably late. That's the thing, is that odd pieces? No. So, I'm here setting up the classroom because I would like to, because it makes me feel better. And especially this year because I know kind of what I need to do for work. It's kind of like easier to, I think that's everything. It's easier to ease me in, you know, just like parents should be, you know, starting their kids on their nighttime routine for going back to school and everything. It's easier to ease me into going back to work setting up a classroom or going back to school, doing certain, certain things. Let me pause this and read because I need to get this shirt done because I'm sitting on a kid chair right now. Okay, we're gonna keep it going, because I owe you guys a little bit of content. So, this way. So, pretty much. Oh, I don't go like that. Okay, cool. It's like there's so much going on the 14th, which is next Monday as I start in service. So, me actually getting paid. But it's not like, there's only 2, maybe 3, there might be 4 like classroom setup days, get your classroom organized, all that stuff, and like honestly, on these optional days, since I'm gonna have my new printer and everything in here, I'm not really trying to be set, like I don't mind setting up during my optional days. My optional days at the beginning of the year, because I don't have any time. I want to be like planning, because your girl sucked at small group and stations last year. Not like my small group, but what the other kids were doing. And I really want to figure that out this year. I kind of want to figure out the curriculum, because it's so funny, because I already get really good marks on all my evaluations for understanding and knowing the curriculum. So I guess I teach it in a way that's really good. Most of my stuff was like discipline, or like, not in a bad sense discipline. I just had very like over-engaging students, overachievers, if you will. So they always wanted to chime in, and they can't always chime in. So I needed to learn how to combat that, because when my 5th graders, they rarely chimed in. I had to like get them to chime in. So I'm looking like I don't see any screws. Screws I don't. That's not a screw. Are they in here? Are they in that box? Might be in that box. So, Monday, we have a full day of stuff. Tuesday, we have a full day of stuff here, like my principal planned. Tuesday, we have, that's not screws either. Convocation, which is the whole county. So, like all 100 and something schools or whatever. We go to the Coliseum and we do other things. Got some wipes. I needed some. I am so scatterbrained. Wednesday we have something. Thursday we have something. Friday's optional. And because your girl, like I said, have no time. I'll be here. Then that next Monday is optional. That the 21st or something is optional. Tuesday we'll have something. Wednesday we'll have something. Thursday's open house. Friday is optional, I think. So like with all that being said, I'm the type of person, when I'm at work and I have to do work, I'm gonna do the work. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try and do my best at whatever that means, whatever that entails. Like, yes, I might have some time where I lollygag and talk and all that stuff. Yeah, I truly don't see screws, and I'm gonna be screwed if I don't see screws. That's not it. Hold on. Let me pause and look, because if I don't see screws, I'm calling somebody. I don't know who, but I'm calling somebody. Okay, found them. So, it's just a lot. And then, yesterday, we got an email. We were talking at the meeting about pay and getting new laptops, which neither correlate, but they are new, I guess, so maybe. And pay still up in the air, always, teacher, anything new. But laptops, it was confirmed because our librarian as well as the county sent something saying we're getting new laptops, which is good. It's also bad because I don't have a lot saved on my laptop, but okay. It's just, I have to have my laptop set up a certain way so when it's time to turn in my old laptop and get my new laptop, I'll be ready to just do that and keep it moving.
So I have to now do that. And like I said, I'm not a person, I don't like to work at home. I don't like to work in my bedroom, even in the dorm when I lived in the apartments. I like to always do my work like at the table, or kitchen table or something. You know, I didn't really prefer to do my work. I didn't try to do my work in my room or in my bed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Also, I've been building so much stuff. I'm like, we don't need no man. So yeah, like I said, I'm struggling. I think it's just the fact that we have so much going on, and like the reality is, I'm gonna be back here in a minute, and it's gonna sink in. Oh, it's the other way. Yes, it is. It's gonna sink in that I'm gonna be back, full on, full time with these kids, and I'm worried this time around. Last year, I said I was just gonna give myself to the system, and not as like a way. I know that sounds so unhealthy, but like as a way, like if I do it, I'll learn my limits, kind of thing. And I definitely did. Like this year, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna do tutoring unless I have a majority of my children need it. Last year I stayed. Mondays we have our meetings, our staff meetings, every Monday, mandatory. Tuesday was tutoring. Wednesday's also tutoring. And so in theory, with 4 teachers, 2 would do on Tuesday, 2 would do on Wednesday. So I would only come 1 week. Well, we each get a subject. We are assigned a subject at the beginning of the year. Team to work on with the whole school. So like K5 math, K5 reading, K5 science. I was on science. They stayed after school for Science Olympiad, which I love because I don't get a lot of upperclassmen experience being down here in 2nd grade, and I love my bigger kids. They know that. My 5th grade babies are in 7th grade, which they're getting so big. But I love doing that. But I might not be assigned to that, which is perfectly fine. Give somebody else a chance to learn it. But if I am doing Science Olympiad, I'm not doing tutoring. I'm sorry. Picking and choosing that battle. I'll just get paid once a week as opposed to twice a week. And I know I'll probably fall into helping, but no, because and then Thursdays, not every Thursday, but some Thursdays, 1 Thursday a month, we have our Title I night. I work at a Title I school, so I have to be here till, I don't remember what our longest one was one time, but 6:30, 7:30, maybe 8. I would get home around 8, so maybe 7:30 is when it ends. And so that would leave me with Friday. On some, like that week that we would have Title I, Friday would be my only break day after school. And our meetings go to like our staff meetings, tutoring end at the same time for something, 4:30. Unless it's a really long one or a really important one. But like, yeah, no. And it's a shame that it's got to be like that. But here's the thing. Your girl, I'm 23. My hobbies have dwindled. I wanted to keep up with violin so bad. And like I miss it. Like I truly miss it. I miss that creative. I miss like theater. I took theater in college, even though I took just 1 class, but that was still so fun to take. I missed doing stuff. I found a journal yesterday that I had talking about my 5-year plan, which hey, I only have 2 years left of that 5-year plan, and I was getting my master's degree. I can't even fathom going back to school right now, like me, like, but I would love to for something unrelated. But I don't have I mentally don't have the time to do it. I physically have the time, mentally I just don't. And so I'm trying to see right now, and I had a rude awakening yesterday. Maybe not rude awakening, but a realization at the training, or 2 days ago, and then in the shower, that I think I'm out of that depressive phase that COVID brought and like senior year of college brings and all that stuff. I think everything was moving really fast, and I don't handle that well. But I honestly think that now my depressive phases are just sad, which makes me really happy because I feel like I'm doing so good. But no, I still get sad very often. Um, and so right now the biggest project, and maybe that's why I keep coming here, or asking my mom to help me, or asking people to help me with this, or what do they think, or like doing my best to make systems, is I truly think my environment is the issue. So to take it non-teaching related, do I flip this over? Oh, I break it apart. Or it comes apart. I don't break it apart. Oh, there's little sticks in here. Okay. So, on the personal side of things, I have been going through my stuff because I hate my bedroom at home. I've hated it since after Hurricane Matthew in 2016. Like, it hasn't been the same. And so, because it hasn't been the same, I haven't treated it as I should. Is it covering the screws? No, it's not covering the screws. I haven't treated it as I should. I don't care for it. Then I redid it a couple times. In 2018, Hurricane Florence came through North Carolina. We were displaced again. And even though we were only at my grandma's house, which is literally like a walk up a path away, it's still displacement. And I didn't realize until I was teaching and some of these children in this Title I school how just a small change, even I was 18 at the time, affects you and your stuff. So I've been going through my personal belongings at the house, and just the fact that like most of that stuff has 2016 dates on it or 2018 dates, it shows me where I stopped. And then all my stuff from college and the dorm, which while fairly organized, I can tell like I was not where I was mentally graduating and moving out. Oh my god, that lid is open. Those wipes are probably all dry. It's not it. Like I did all the graduation things probably to make myself feel better. I wasn't feeling graduation when I did, but I wasn't taking another year because that wasn't a nice relationship to be in the department that we were in. And frankly, the department has changed so much. I'm happy for them, but sad for me because it wasn't like that when I came. So I just lock these in. Usually, what you do, it'll go down more when I sit. There we go. So, progress update. So, I'm going through my environment, and that's probably why I want my classroom to be a certain way. And I don't even think it's ADHD anymore. But maybe it's just being prepared or whatever. But the planning, because I'm in second grade at a Title I school, that one's not going. I am having a hard time finding out where to start and stop my planning. Last year, my lowest child was probably at a pre-K preschool level. No, that's you not wearing. No. I'm gonna need some strength for this. Or something to lean against it, but no, not. There's no like letters on here. Sorry, I'm like focused on getting this thing done and built. Let's pause this and see if I can figure this out. I didn't know I had to go through two things. So my lowest kid last year was at like the pre-K preschool level. Couldn't spell his name. I should have said there, but couldn't spell his name. Writing wasn't there, like nothing. And it's a very real possibility that, I'm gonna have more children like him, which is fine, There's nowhere that says your child has to be prepared for kindergarten, but I teach second grade, and he was lower than kindergarten level, unfortunately, and I did my best in 6 months in a whole year, but in 6 months we really did intensive, and then in January I was like, hold him back and just see if he maintains, if something else is the cause. On the opposite side, I had one of my students, if I didn't have this one bully in my class, she probably could have made it to a 5th grade level. Reading and math. Like, I love that child. She was the first kid I had at open house. I love her to death. And she was almost at a 5th grade level. Like, the stuff I was teaching her, like comprehension and stuff like that, is what I was doing with my 5th graders who were a little low because of COVID. So, like, where do I start and stop the planning? Because I already know they're going to come in at a 1st grade level, probably a mid-year 1st grade. Some of them who haven't been in school or whatever, they're going to come at it. So I'm planning K5. Truly, planning K5. In my mind, I'm planning K5. And I don't know if that's ADHD or the OCD. Whichever it is, I'm going to plan for it during the optional days. Or the working classroom time. Because that's just me, and that's just how I'm going to do it. Does this, clip in? Oh, that's not coming out. Okay, that wasn't coming out. Never mind. So, yes. So planning was something that's stressing me out, but not really. I don't know. I'm very much in a talking mood and haven't had many people to talk to. I think this one's supposed to come up. I'm not sure. Well, we'll figure that out in a minute. Oh, it rolls so much nicer than my new chair. Let's go into the other side. Now we're putting the arms on the thing. But that's the bottom. What are we putting the arms on? Oh, I'm putting the arms on both. I won't be able to talk into this, so let's sit and pray I don't fall and break my neck. We're good. Is this a good height? Yeah, it's a good height. Good height for over there. Okay, so I haven't done anything. It's currently 10:03, and I wanted to run some errands today. And I have some more stuff in my car. I might bring it in. I don't want to bring it in. I think the thing about classroom setup, oh, I do have this. This is my snack, but got this when I got there from the TA last year. I put it on my desk and there's some pins in it. Also, you can't even see. Right there, cute. Anyway, I think I'm gonna go. I still have stuff in my car. I might bring it in. I might not. I took the books off the desk just to put the name tags out. I went ahead and put all 20 name tags out. No. And that is completely fine. That's all I'm doing today. Built a chair. My wagon is empty, thank the Lord. I think I want to keep my printer at home and set it up there. I have a space at the house that I can set it up. I have more stuff in my trunk. I might just not even do that because I've got to do something before I do something else. Like up here, there's something that I haven't done that'll make the rest of this easier, and I had to figure it out what it is. But I'm probably getting ready to go. I have errands to run, so, and I haven't eaten anything. Even though I know it's not that, it's more mental, but I haven't eaten anything. So that could be affecting it. I'm just not, I went in that closet, looked, and no. Okay guys, I couldn't show you the room because people came in. I saw one of the 5th grade teachers. She's finally back, and she was, looking for some of her stuff that had traveled around the school over break. And so I didn't end up showing you guys my room, but it didn't change that much. So yeah, this is not the end of classroom setup, but I don't like filming around these other people, and like I said, haven't seen them in a couple months, so having conversations with them is really nice. But I still have more to do. I still have some more stuff in my trunk. I decided to bring my printer back home. I might just be better keeping it at my house. I have one in the classroom. Has a little bit of water damage, though, so I will see, 50-50, but that's a color printer. We can print color at school, but it's 50-50 about it. But I'm gonna go turn in this badge and then run my errands and go home and probably set up that printer. Yeah, so thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. I know it was a lot of talking, but I'm kind of in the phase, like, I'm not setting up anymore. It's prep and pre-planning, so maybe those will be the titles of the next videos, but that's it.